the pen visually changes to a coin, and then the pen disappears completely. The pen vanishes into thin air, and then comes back. The pen suddenly changes colour. The pen cap visually jumps. The magician shows both hands empty, and then produces a pen from nowhere. This is a very simple trick to do. Clip the pen between your first two fingers using the cap as shown. When you turn your hand over, it will look completely natural. Now just brush both sides of your other hand without turning over the hand with the pen in it. This creates the illusion that your hands are both empty. Produce the pen by grabbing it with your empty hand. The magician picks up a pen, vanishes it, and then makes it reappear. This is a very easy trick. Hold the pen between your first finger, middle finger, and thumb. Extend your middle finger slightly and pull back on the pen. This move is called the flip stick. Practice it often until it's smooth. Use your thumb to push the pen back from out of your hand. Now simply do the flip stick under the cover of your other hand and the pen will appear to vanish. At full speed, it looks like this. The magician passes the pen from hand to hand, creating the illusion that the pen is really tiny. For this trick, you need a single pen. Pass the pen rapidly from hand to hand as shown. This is very easy to do and will naturally create the illusion that the pen is small from the front view. However, make sure you keep your fingers close together or the trick will not work. If you're interested in learning incredible card magic, including flourishes, sleights, tricks and more, and tricks that are just too good to reveal on YouTube, then check out my magic course in the first link in the description below. The magician picks up a pen, vanishes it, and shows both hands clean and empty. He then produces the pen from nowhere. This trick requires a pen and a wristwatch. Pick up the pen and with the non-capped end closest to your watch, perform the flip stick vanish that I taught you earlier in this video. Once you've vanished the pen, use your thumb to push it back out into your other hand. Line up the pen with your watch, and as you display the second hand clean, use your middle finger in your other hand to slide it under the watch strap. You can now open both hands, and this creates the deceptive illusion that you're hiding nothing, and that the pen is really gone. Remember to practice each move in front of the mirror, as it will take some time to get it learnt. With the pen under your watch strap, pull it out using your other hand. However, instead of simply showing the pen, perform another flip stick vanish, and then produce the pen as shown. The magician picks up a pen, changes its colour twice, and then puts down the pen. For this trick, you need 2 pens. Practice the flip stick move taught earlier in both hands. You need to be comfortable with this, as once you can do it, this trick becomes easy. Conceal the pen in your left hand and display the other in your right. As you strike the pen downwards with your right hand, pull it back in the flip stick move whilst pushing out the other pen. This will create the illusion that they've both just changed colours. Simply reverse this move and it will look as if the pens went back to their original colour. The magician takes a pen, changes it to a coin, and then back to a pen, and then back to a coin. His other hand is empty. This trick requires a pen and a coin. Practice using your thumb to push the coin upwards in a snappy, sharp motion. Also practice the flip stick. It needs to be very quick for this trick to work. Show the pen and then flip it back in the flip stick as you produce the coin. Then practice dropping the coin into your hand. Keep your fingers bent so the spectator doesn't see when it drops. Produce the concealed pen as you drop the coin. This creates the illusion of a visual transformation. Now simply perform the first move again. Vanish the pen and produce the coin. To end clean, use your middle finger to flip the pen off the table. A more detailed tutorial of this will be coming on later in the video. The magician visually vanishes and produces a pen. This is a more advanced but still quite easy variation of the flip stick. Practice the flip stick, and once you're comfortable with it, press the pen against your other thumb to build up pressure. Release your thumb and it will spring back into your hand. Once you've practiced this enough, it will be very quick and almost impossible to spot. Turn your wrist downwards to hide the pen even more. To produce the pen, move your thumb backwards and push it outwards, and then the pen will spring back out. You can produce it from your other hand, which makes this trick even more deceptive. The magician takes a pen, vanishes it from both hands, and then produces it again. Vanish the pen using the flip stick move as taught earlier. However, instead of producing the pen straight away, push it into your other hand using your thumb and middle finger. You can now display your other hand clean. Perform another flip stick move, and then produce the pen as shown. The pen vanishes into thin air. Practice doing the pressure flip stick move that I taught you earlier. The pen will spring back into your hand. Then, using your first finger, push the pen back and it will fire down onto your lap. You need to perform this move while sitting down at a table. This is called lapping. The pen will appear to vanish. This trick requires a pen and this elastic contraption. You can make your own, or I'll leave a link in the description where you can buy one. This is made of a paper clip, attached to some elastic, attached to a magnet, attached to some fishing wire. Attach the device to your shirt and finger. Then clip the pen around the fishing wire using the cap. Hold out your hand, and when you let go, it will fire back onto the table. The pen cap visually jumps from one end of the pen to the other. This is a very deceptive illusion. Get a marker and colour half the top of the pen in as shown. Use your hand to cover the real cap. When you twist the pen and move your hand, it will look as if the cap has jumped. The magician takes a pen, spins it round and vanishes it. This is just another variation of the flipstick move. Practice the flipstick, then as you spin the pen, put it back into your hand and it will vanish. Then simply push it back out and produce the pen. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram too.